In the coming years, growth equity investor General Atlantic plans to make up to $1 billion in fresh investments in India, putting its money in companies that would benefit from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's initiatives to promote financial inclusion and boost technology adoption. According to Shantanu Rastogi, MD and India head General Atlantic, the anticipated investment is comparable to $500 million to $1.2 billion General Atlantic has annually invested in Southeast Asia and India in previous years. Over the course of more than 2 decades, the New York-based corporation has invested $4.6 billion in India. Global assets under management by the private equity business totaled roughly $71 billion. One of the businesses it has funded in India is PhonePe, owned by Walmart, that claims to have over 400 million registered users. General Atlantic began focusing on investments that targeted India's growing domestic demand 10 years ago, principally in consumer-focused enterprise software, healthcare, and financial services firms. Previously, General Atlantic had backed businesses that provided export-oriented services. Considering the global economic environment and the uncertainty over investments, this is a great news for smaller Indian companies looking for funding. For the last 3 years, the overall investments in Indian startups has dwindled, leaving startups with no choice but to cut costs, at times at the cost of expanding. General Atlantic's billion-dollar-a-year bet on India, although not a game-changer, but can certainly instill a lot of confidence in other investors to continue investing in up-and-coming Indian companies despite the global economic slowdown.